Okay.
Attackers incoming.
Alright, so we'll give it a quick restart here. So the reason I wanted to go over Havana, one, is because you're on Widow. Eventually we'll go on another map and look at your Kree. I specifically want to look at Lijiang because, although I know Tusk wasn't in, you said you were having issues against the dive with the Kree, so we could look at what you could have done better. But also for this one, I wanted to look at it because you said you were having an issue taking the Widow duel because she was playing weird. So this is kind of me going over the Widow duel and how you should be taking it. So I'm fine with this low ground approach here. One, you have the shield. Two, it's not an angle that their Widow really should be expecting, or normally would expect. The normal one would be above you, which she's gonna pop out this corner, already have 80% power on her charge, and dink your head, right? Good shot. So Widow's out, you're free to play a little bit more aggressive, take a couple shots, but you don't want to get hit with this charge volley. Take a different angle,
I'll find them.
Okay, so coming into this duel, Widow's the good thing about being in the defensive Widow, you never know the attacking Widow never is going to know where you're going to be. You did take a slightly different angle. It's just slightly more to the right. I mean, it's not much of a difference here. However, you could be taking an angle that's quite a lot more separated, like all the way to the left instead of being over here. But you have shield again, so you're good. Nope, that's not your job. Yep, you don't need to be looking at that. Yep, that's the one. At the moment, the Widow's not really playing too weird. Good shot. Again, Widow's dead. You can set up a little bit differently. Yeah, the Widow's not really playing weird at the moment. I mean, they don't have a Widow, but... Wow, what a shot. But you can go up there. Okay, so now that they swapped off Widow, you're allowed to play much more aggressively and in more open angles, right? You have the advantage when it comes to what the one-shot capability, whereas they do not, right? It's going to take them a few shots to even hit you. So you should be playing a little... Sorry, 1 second. So you should be playing a little bit more aggressively. You could play above on this top left right now and still get angles. I'm fine with you taking, a couple shots down here, whatever. Don't need to be going for this grapple shot. I mean, it's a good shot, but... Again, from this angle, you have a shield in your face. You're not going to be able to do much. Like, if you're up top, you have... I'll just show you. It's a little easier. So from up here, you have 3 different angles that you can play up here, where that Sig is going to constantly have to reposition his shield or get a good position where it limits their sight lines, right? So where the shield is now, let's say they're all stacked behind it, that limits their sight lines. If they were to do it correctly, it might not, but again, that entails a lot of communication, synergy and such, which most teams won't have, especially this team. But like, if you're playing up here, what's the Sig gonna do? He's gonna throw in your shield in your face. Okay. Oh look, a free sight line because the shield's right there and I'm right here, right? Oh, it throws a shield again. Oh look, another free sight line. Instead of being down here, where one, your sight is very narrow. Even if you were to push out here, yeah, you have a sight on the Sojourn, but again, he can just reposition his shield, and you looking straight at him is not going to do much. Well, one, for you, because... I'm fucking up here. It's not going to do much for you because of how you're positioned here. But if you were up top, either he forces his shield at you, or he just puts it up a little bit closer to you, so it blocks a little bit more of the view, right? But if he does that, that opens up resources from the rest of us. So, like, me, okay, I'm peeking right here. Oh, look, the shield's up on top of the car. I can poke freely. There's no shield in my face. Clover, same thing. Shit. Shit. Clover, same thing for him. He peeks out. Oh, look, shield's right there. I can poke freely right here. Or Tusk, if he was, you know, in a better position, same thing. Fuck. Honestly, you said their Widow was playing weird. I think it's you who's kind of playing weird at the moment. You're taking very low ground angles, like... Nice. Nice. Watch the res. Okay, Mercy's out of sight. Yep, look at somebody else. Nice shot. Nice shot. Again, being aggressive. I'm fine with this. They're not gonna hit that many shots. Okay, even if they did hit that many shots, like, you'll have time to react. Okay, now is the time. Yep, there you go. Now you adjust. Unlucky, it's alright. Yep. Good. I mean, one, you should be hitting the shots. Good shot. Sorry, I didn't trank this because it was just you in the flux. My bad.
Let them up.
Back in action.
Let the dragon consume you.
Nice. Good shot.
Clear your mind for one last move.
Do not provoke me now.
Experience tranquility.
That ends now.
Watched in the dragon's breath.
10 seconds remaining.
We must see this through to the end.
Ready. Ready for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Escort the payload.
I mean, obviously, I don't really need to say anything about that, but good shot. Okay, you got your kill. After that, nobody's gonna be. Yeah. I don't like this position either. You're playing a ground widow. You could be taking better sightlines here. Again, so let's take this from the Sig's point of view, right? So he sees you in there with you playing on this low ground. He's just gonna throw a shield in your face. You're not gonna do anything. You're just gonna have to reposition, right? And him throwing your shield in your face not only blocks you, but it blocks me. It blocks Wavy from even pushing this way. I'm not saying these cheeky angles aren't fine. However, like you throw a shot or two, but after that you need to reposition. Again, a better reposition could be up where Clover is. It could be by this car. And I know it's where you're moving, but like I don't know. Just I don't like the keeping the same angle for too long, and you just tend to do so. You like to hit trees and poles.
I've been waiting for a challenge.
Not a fan of that. They're not peeking here with the car. How far it is along, they're not going to be peeking this. Like most of our team is just up there. You need to move where like Wavy is.
Let the dragon consume you.
God, this really was a bad team. Better. I like the better angle.
Willpower burns within me.
Aggressive. Again, I prefer to hold top left or top right. Good shot.
No one can hide from my sight.
Get out, get out, get out.
They outnumber us. Watch out. Cette fois, je ne rigole pas.
Again, you're taking shit angles. Alright, and I think the rest of this is just trolling, so. Go ahead and take a look at Li Jing.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
It's in sight.
What? Pushed out a little too far, got a little greedy.
Not exactly what I expected. Hey,
Lovely. Good emo. Yep. Nice, good sights on the Zen.
where was I?
So far, it's just been a lot of you coming back to point, and well, I mean, at least that one time was you coming back overzealous with it. Like you don't have to chase kills against high mobility targets. If they get out, they're most likely they're just gonna get out. So that first death was you just being a little overzealous. You could have just stayed in the team, shoot them as they come. You can even watch the angle that you think they're gonna come through. That's fine, but like you don't have to go outside a point. Like we're a brawl team, we're not playing it correctly, but like we should just be going onto their back line, and then you can just deal with the flankers, when they come.
Doctor's orders.
I am at the objective. Reality bends to my will.
Gotta hurry, man. Just watching your back. Come on,
Just seemed a
go on,
little
try
disassociated from the team.
Over there.
You can make the jump. You can make the jump. What are you doing? You can roll and make the jump. I mean, this is fine too. Like, don't stress it if like you don't have to. Tracer, not the ball.
Let them up.
Nice, Nat. That was a great dive from them. When we shattered and popped amp, you probably should have moved forward instead of being back so far. Again, with a brawl, we need to be all clumped together, and how a brawl just normally stacks is tank, DPS Lucio, and then flex support in the back. But it's not like it's super spaced out, right? It's like pillar is where Rhine is, DPS and Lucio is where the table is, rock is where our flex support is, right? So that when we're moving, we're still getting speed and everything, and we're in our main heals LOS. So yeah, just kind of playing a little bit more forward. Shit. Yeah, he just got dicked by their Zen twice.
Not exactly what I expected.
Reality bends to my will.
Pass into the iris. It's time.
Good. That time was just a good dive from them.
There are no secrets. Translocator set.
We watched a little bit of your Samba play. I'm fine with this. Hack the health pack. Hack the health pack.
Systems hacked.
Don't know why you're hacking that one, but whatever. I still don't know what you're doing.
¿Qué onda?
That's fine.
Translocators in place.
He's spending way too much time doing nothing here. Again, the health pack is secondary. You do that into the fight. You don't do that when the fight's going on. Didn't need to hack there. Could have just unstealthed and shot. Would have gotten more damage. Out. Good hack.
Just in case.
I'll find
Again, hack the health pack. And you were just isolated through this fight, most of it.
Much better. Catch you later. Ready. Ready. 5. Ready for battle. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get those spurs kicking. Barrier activated. How you
Play corners more. Play corners. Play with your on and play corners. Yep. You have flashbang. You have flashbang.
lucky shot.
Getting drowsy?
Now you push, now you push, now you push. Don't flash bang. Don't fan. Well, if you're gonna fan, hit your shots, I guess, is better. Yeah, you're fine. Again, like, you just have to understand, like, the Kree overall in this comp is better. Like, you're just more equipped to deal with their mobile DPS and their ball, right? And obviously, if you get in position and they're close enough, you're just going to be hitting these shots left and right on the Zen and Break. So the Kree is fine in this comp. It's just some of these deaths you can't get tilted by the fact that you're just dying, right? There's no way you make it out of that anyway. And with them having a mobile comp, if you don't have support, yeah, you're going to die. But I think the big issue, at least that I've been noticing, is you're just too far away from the support that you need to get in order to make it work. Yeah, you could go to the Sombra and everything, but like I genuinely do think, like, I mean, you're hitting all these shots. Like, follow-up kills are making it should be a lot easier if we're just going in together and you're hitting these shots. It's just better. I don't know.
Maybe a different angle.
Beat it up, everyone!
Apagando las luces.
So I want to go back a bit better.
Different angle.
So we push out, they go for the EMP slam.
Apagando las luces.
So I think you just back too far with us being low, and we're down our main heals, like probably backing up in here a little bit more, or instead of just coming this way altogether, you should have just rotated to the right. Yes, I know they have this mega, actually, do they have it hacked? No, they don't. So the EMP is the thing that hacks it. However, you know, their comp kind of thrives in open space, where ours is more choke and close quarters, right? Going to the right is naturally just going to be a little bit better for you. Better for you because one, we all should be rotating right when they attack at choke, compared at least initially to avoid this initial fight, right? Then we can push out through. But instead of rotating back towards this way, just coming back this way is just, I guess, just better. Okay, we're gonna rewind.
Come on, Cole. Try a little harder.
I like this. I'm fine with this. Haha.
I'm on the objective. Stop me if you can.
That's good. You traded. Like, yes, they got on you and they killed you, but like, I mean, you still traded. We won the fight. We're on point, right?
In my world, there are no secrets. Translocators in place.
Out. Good. Okay, your TP placement is just a little bit too far away from the fight. Like all this time out of the fight, finally in the fight. Like, the TP placement just needs to be a little bit closer. That's all. Gun should have TP'd out. Like, yeah, it's a risk if your TP placement is a little bit more forward and not as far back, but like, at this rank, it's kind of gonna be okay, because not everyone's gonna be looking for Sombra TP. So they've been setting up at this choke the entire time. We see that their ball's low up there. Could be looking for the hack up there. Again, this is just really far out. To the left would probably be a little bit better. Yeah, where our Rhine is. Nice, good kill. I'm gonna say you're spamming the shit out of that. good.
Feeling much better.
Hey, it's Keiko.
I wouldn't go for the hack. Just let him go. Me personally, I probably would have been bad play anyway, but I probably would have EMP'd that just to deactivate mines for a few seconds. Like if it's a good mines placement, like I think that's value. Yeah. So switching your TP over here or towards that mega would be a little bit better here.
System compromised.
Somebody call.
Again, you're too far out of the fight. Way too far out of the fight. Too far out of the fight. Back in the fight.
Apagando las luces.
Not a good EMP. Just caught 2 with that. Good hack. Primary. Yep. Hack is just much less lethal than it used to be. Like just going for a normal primary, it would be fine. For some things, you know.
Watch your flanks. They might try something.
Yeah, this is fine. Keep this. Nice shots. Again, great angle, good flank. So the reason I like this with how actually we're just gonna rewind it here. Let's play out. So we have White Room control here. They're looking to play on point. You being up here, yeah, normally moving forward with the team is fine, but since we have such control, they're gonna be looking to straight up win the Brawl Mirror because they have that Bastion and the Reaper. That is just gonna be a shit ton of damage, right? You taking this off angle was just not off angle, but you're still playing back again. But it's like kind of what I said with how the Brawl should be stacked, right? The Rhine in front, Lucio, Junk, and you if you were to push up a little bit, and then our main heals is in the back, right? And how you're positioned is still good. Take this off angle, boom, perfect. I really gotta fucking pee. Nice. That fight definitely devolved into us losing. Probably just too many players in general, but I mean it was because of you that we won that fight, so it was a good flank from you. Fast forward through this. Should have rotated to your left, not back like this.
Death ain't on my doorstep yet. We're outnumbered. Stay sharp.
Again, so same thing I said about High Noon, because it gives us a lot of space, but it also puts you out of the fight if we rotate anywhere other than straight to point, from the right side, not through server like we do here in a second, I think. But this High Noon only is good is if they rotate to point, right? Which, I mean, they do, but... Nice shot! Good lord, I gotta piss.
Hi there.
Okay. So yeah, I think for the Kree and into the dive, just play more within the team than playing off on these off angles. Dive is just much more punishing to off angles than depending on the hero. But that's why something like Sojourn is a little bit better into dive because you can take that off angle, right? Because if you do take that off angle, you still have your slide to get out. But Kree, I mean, roll and flashbang is good for when they come into the team, but when you're all alone and there's 3 people diving on you, that's not going to be as good compared to a Sojourn slide, which can just get out towards the team. So just kind of play more in the team, less on these kind of off angles that you were doing. I know on... Oh, fuck, I don't remember. The first point that we played on Li Zhang, the first time he swapped to Sombra, I understand that was a little bit harder just because you have to cross through kind of more, either you take the longer way around and get an off angle where they can more easily punish you. But if you went through that left room, it would have been fine. Or if you would have just rolled across the moat or whatever it is, you'd have been safe too, playing, getting over that way, right? So again, with the Kree, just make sure you're playing more within the team against the dive. With the Widow, I thought you were playing fine. Again, you were playing weird. It wasn't necessarily that their Widow was, which, I mean, your style is definitely different, but like it's just a little bit more safe, that's all. And you just got to realize when you can go aggressive and when you can't against a Widow. Like if you go for a grapple shot, that's you just being hella aggressive, like against a Widow that's alive and peeking, right? Taking a grapple shot like that is very aggressive. Taking a grapple to a better position on a high ground where it's entirely in sights of a Widow, again, very aggressive, very dangerous. But like when that Widow's dead, you have free roam to do what you want, right? Like it's just how it is. Once they switch to dive, that's where playing further back is better. Which it seemed like how you were playing was just you were playing, let's say, like you were playing against a dive comp, which we weren't. We were playing against that poke comp. So just know when to be more aggressive and less aggressive, and taking the matchup into account, right? If they have like a Widow or an Ashe, and they're alive, definitely, play a little bit more reserved, just because that Ashe does have the capabilities, not necessarily full capabilities of a Widow, but like if she hits her shots, like you don't have much time to react, especially if she's damage boosted, right? Especially if she damage boosted and hits you in the head. But like against a Kree, Soldier, Sojourn, whatever, I mean, you ball's in your court, right? You can be a little bit more aggressively, just not like overly aggressively to where you're feeding. So before I end stream, I'm going to send this to you. But I really gotta pee. Okay, I'm gonna go. Other than that, that's all I got for you. So, good job.